Welcome back, folks. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. I know I certainly did. I got bagpipes that I'm working on, so maybe those will come out on this channel at some point. But today I want to talk about a great tune called the Piper's Despair and some of the different rhythmic ways we can play it. Alright, so here's the basic tune for those who haven't heard it. So there's the basic tune. And one of the great things about this tune is how different players bring out different parts of the tune rhythmically. So this is a good time to talk about Irish reel rhythm. So at least as I hear them, there's a couple different patterns that are commonly played by players from different parts of Ireland. And so the first is the really sort of standard reel rhythm, which is kind of a really strong emphasis on the first beat and a light little sort of dance step on the second beat. But there's also a sort of almost more square rhythm that goes da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. And I see these used by different players, but also just by the same player on different tunes. I think different tunes bring out different things in people's creative side and how they interpret it. So let's look at a couple of those for the first part of this tune. So standard reel rhythm, or at least the most common one, I hear is going like this. So you can see that that rhythm really brings out sort of a gallop to the tune. Very light, very dance-like. And so there's another way you can play this, though, that I see more commonly in the North Connacht region again. A little more square. So you can see there it's a lot more of sort of a two-step feeling. There's that second beat has a little more emphasis to it. And also you notice I left out the little BCD walk-up because I feel like it didn't fit the tune. It's a much more square sort of way of playing. So you don't typically tend to see those kinds of triplets. And another thing I notice in reel rhythm in particular is how players seem to find kind of internal phrases. So within like the main phrase, there's also this other little phrase that they seem to be hearing and playing with. And again, this is just how I hear it, so I don't know if they're even thinking about this or whether it just comes naturally. But let's look at the B part. So. They seem to be playing with that little three-note phrase. So it's more of how I think how you think of it, looking for those internal phrases, looking for little figures you can pull out of sort of the stream of the tune. And so I think this is what adds a lot of the intrigue and complexity to Irish music, which is something I really like. So those are some different ideas to think about as you're looking to add rhythmic expression to these tunes. And keep in mind, this is just how I think of these different things I'm hearing. You may hear different things, you may conceptualize these figures and phrases differently, and that's totally fine. But I hope this gives you at least a little bit of new material to think about, and helps you notice some of the really incredible richness in the rhythm of Irish tunes. So anyway, with that in mind, here's how I typically play this tune. So anyway, hope this was interesting, and as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.